Does Cam Newton has a Lisfranc injury? What's going on, Panther Nation? It's your boy LCameraTV here, man. And I've been working on something for a little while now, but I finally got it in place. I got my affiliate link for NFL shops, so you can cop all your NFL gear on my page. The link is in the description below, man. I know y'all want your Carolina Panther jerseys, hats, mugs, all types of cool stuff. You know, I got a Cam Newton jersey. I'm trying to get a Christian McCaffrey and a Luke Kuechly, you know what I'm saying? I got offense. I definitely need defense, man. So any NFL fan or Panther fan that wants some NFL gear, come to my affiliate link, cop some jerseys, cop some mugs, cop some stuff, man. Make sure you represent the Carolina Panthers when they're in London and wherever else, man. And thank y'all for showing love and tuning in. Definitely cop some gear. If y'all don't want the L camera, you might as well get the Carolina. Yo! What up, LCameraTV? Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Rumble.com and Twitter and wherever else. And guys, we got a lot to talk about. Alright? Two brothers are going at it before our next game. Definitely got to talk about that. A certain quarterback, will he have a repeat amazing performance? Definitely got to talk about that. And another quarterback is set to have an injury, and we got to see, is this really true? Definitely got to talk about that. So we got a lot to talk about today, guys. So let's get started. So the first thing I got to talk about is the Reid brothers, Eric Reid and Justin Reid. Now they got a little Twitter beef or whatever going on, and it's pretty entertaining, man. Obviously, remember at one point in time, I want us to have Justin Reid and Eric Reid, both the brothers, backfield at the same time. We could have had our own Devin and the McCourty brothers on the Patriots, but Panthers didn't listen to me. They didn't want to draft the safety. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it was pretty cool, man. Eric Reid, being the older brother, said Justin Reid has never beaten him at anything, and he's not gonna have a start now. And Justin Reid said, bet, this is the first time for everything. So obviously it's a little cool, funny banter between the brothers. And me being a little brother myself, I beat my brother at everything. And I'm a little brother, but I beat him at everything. I'm better than him. So just let y'all know, that same dynamic is not here. But if you would ask him, he would say the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So I know how that brother banter and brother connection is. Very competitive. You know what I'm saying? You always want to be better than your brother. You want to feel like you're the more sleek, newer version. Like me, obviously I'm the sleeker, newer version. But you know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. I like the whole dynamic, man. But the only thing I don't like about it is that both of them play defense. So Kyle Allen's gonna have to deal with Justin Reid, and I don't need Eric rounding up Justin when they're playing us, because we don't need Kyle Allen to have any more issues than what I'm saying, J.J. Watt and the Whitney Merciless and the rest of the defense. So I wish Eric would tone it down a little bit, because like I said, you're not going to be going against your brother. You're going to be, on the other defensive side. But, it's funny to see, and it's pretty entertaining, man. So shout out to Eric and Justin. And maybe Justin can come to Carolina, and join his brother Eric. Hopefully that can happen, but we'll see, man. And the second thing I want to talk about, can Kyle Allen have a repeat performance of the great performance he had in the Cardinals? Now, me personally, I don't think he's going to have, we got kind of temporary expectations. I don't think he's going to have, that kind of a game. But I think he'll be, still be a good quarterback. I think he'll have, 2 touchdowns maybe. Probably not the 4. I think he'll have a good amount of, yardage. Maybe a pick. You know what I'm saying? But I think he'll still have a pretty good game. He'll be pretty efficient. Well, maybe not a pick, because I think North Turner is kind of just telling him where to throw the ball. So if that's the case, I don't think, unless the corner or someone reads the play, because Kyle Allen throws a good ball. He puts it in the right place it needs to be. So I don't think he'll have a pick, but maybe 2 touchdowns. I think it's going to be more of a run game type of situation. I think Christian will have, maybe 120 rushing yards, maybe, 80 receiving yards, 200-yard game. I think Greg Olsen will definitely get one of the touchdowns. Maybe Curtis Samuels will get another one. But I think he's going to have a good game. I don't think he's going to have a great game, but I think he's going to have a good game. I think that's kind of the higher end of the spectrum, because like I said, the Cardinals are a bad team. But I think he'll still put up 2 tubs, you know what I'm saying? And that would be pretty good, man. We don't need him to do too much, because we got Christian McCaffrey, we got a good O-line. And the best thing I've seen happen is, and no shade towards Trey Turner. I like Trey Turner. I want Trey Turner in the game at all times. But what it seems like, if Trey Turner's not playing the game, they're going to move Darrell Williams to right guard, which he's a right player from beginning. He started at right tackle. So they're probably moving right guard and let Greg Little be left tackle. Now, mind you, this has been shit happen. Greg Little, and I'm pretty sure that's why they're saying that, because Greg Little looked better at left tackle than Darrell Williams did. So I like that matchup better. I want Greg Little as my left tackle because I think he'll protect Kyle Allen better than Darrell Williams did. And you don't need Kyle Allen getting sacked left and right from the blind side. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good situation for a rookie. Well, he's not a rookie, but, you know, a young quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You don't want him to be a punch drunk. So moving Darrell Williams is the best coach in that action. Now, me personally, I would rather Trey Turner still be at right guard and Darrell Williams be a backup and let, you know what I'm saying, obviously Greg Little be left tackle. But, you know, they don't want to make it seem like it's a demotion for Darrell, so I do understand that. And if Trey Turner's out, that's probably what they're going to do. But like I said, I like Greg Little at left tackle, and I think Kyle Allen will have a good game, not a great game. I think we might get that W, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how that whole thing plays out, but it's a possibility. I think Kyle Allen played pretty well last game, so it's definitely. I feel more comfortable in him being the backup quarterback instead of, you know, Will Grier. Let's just say that. And finally, does Cam Newton has Lisfranc injury? So let me get in this. Let me get y'all kind of the storyline on how this whole thing came about. Ron Rivera said it was a mid-foot sprain, and the medical staff says it's a mid-foot sprain. But Joe Persons, reporter for The Athletic, I think he used to be on the Carolina Panthers staff, or I think he used to be on another reporting staff for the Carolina Panthers. He reported that because Ron Rivera didn't want to put a timeline on Cam Newton's return, and he ruled out Cam Newton from the very beginning, he said, Ron Rivera won't put a timeline on it, so I will. Cam Newton is going to be out until after the bye week with a Lisfranc injury. Now, mind you, since he reported that, everybody's been picking it up. Everybody's been saying it's believed to be this, it's believed to be that, because there was no concrete evidence. What's happening is one guy reports it, and then every other, you know, station or whatever or news outlet says the same thing. NFL Network said it, ESPN said it, all these people are saying it. But every time you hear them talk, they say believed. Then they started saying Cam Newton, you know, told some friends that this was this, right? Which, again, I don't know where they got that information from, but that's what they said. Now, here's the thing, right? This is why I'm skeptical. Because, one, a team is not allowed to not report an injury. Can't do that. You cannot be like, oh, it's not an injury. Now, mind you, they reported as a mid-foot sprain. That's what they reported as. Not a Lisfranc injury. But Lisfranc is in the middle of the foot. So, some people are saying it's the same thing. That's just the name of the bone or whatever. Now, mind you, it could be any one of those things. You know what I'm saying? It could be a mid-foot sprain. It could be Lisfranc injury. Now, mind you, I'm going with mid-foot sprain because that's what they stated. I don't think they would say a mid-foot sprain if it was Lisfranc injury because, again, there's a joint in there. There's, you know, ligaments. That's all Lisfranc. Lisfranc ligaments, Lisfranc joint. And there's a mild foot sprain, which is the middle of the foot that's sprained. So it could be any one of those things, right? I think it's a mid-foot sprain because, again, that's what was reported by Ron Rivera and the medical staff, and that's what I'm going to trust. Because at the end of the day, I don't know where Joe Persons got this information from. He didn't seem like he got it from a source from... He didn't say a source stated. He said, this is what I think it is, right? And everybody took it and ran. So I don't believe Cam Newton has a Lisfranc injury. I think it's a mid-foot sprain because that's what was reported by the Panthers staff. I think the staff is not going to lie to the media, especially because if he does have a Lisfranc injury, then at some point you have to report it. That is what it is. Let's say, for instance, whatever, he doesn't heal in 2-3 weeks, and he has to get surgery. Then they have to state what the surgery's on, which would be a Lisfranc joint or a Lisfranc ligament, whatever it is. So at the end of the day, if you're lying now, it's going to catch up with you because if it does not heal correctly, then you have to re-report that it's a Lisfranc injury. And you can't say you didn't know it was Lisfranc in the beginning because you did an MRI on his foot. You know what I'm saying? So you know what joint and what ligament is being affected. That's the situation. So for me, I don't think it's a Lisfranc injury. I'm hearing everybody saying this. I'm hearing everybody reporting this. But I don't believe it's so. I believe it's a mid-foot sprain. I think it might hold him out to after the preseason, especially after the bye week, especially if Kyle Allen wins this game. They'll probably be like, okay, he can win games for us until Cam comes back. We'll see how the whole thing plays out. I still think Cam Newton is the better option. I see people, you know, are overreacting saying, oh, Kyle Allen should be the starter. No, this is not that serious. You know what I'm saying? He's playing well, but the best person that gives you, you know what I'm saying, the option to win is the Rookie of the Year, MVP winning, Super Bowl taking Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? And I think Kyle Allen is a good piece. And to be honest with you, if that's the case, if Kyle Allen is that great, we might be able to trade Will Grier because we don't need a backup quarterback or a third-string backup quarterback. Because at some point, they're going to have to make a decision whether it's Kyle Allen or Will Grier. And if it is Kyle Allen, and let's say you like Kyle Allen, you might trade him and keep Will Grier, whichever one you choose. But we don't need 3 quarterbacks on the roster for an extended period of time. I think 2 is good enough, and especially since you spend a draft capital on Will Grier, you might be able to get something back for him. If you spend draft capital on Kyle Allen, you might be able to get something back for him. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But like I said, it's good to have a good backup. I would rather keep one of the backups and be, have a really good solid backup. But, at the end of the day, you always can get, draft capital or something in return for one of these quarterbacks, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. So, me personally, like I said, I don't think it's a Lisfranc injury. I think Cam Newton still gives you the best opportunity to win. But Kyle Allen has definitely shown that he can win games, and it gives you time to be like, hey, Cam, rest up, get 100% healed, do your thing, you know what I'm saying, and, move forward. Because, again, I know they want to hear the questions. I understand why Ron Rivera did it. I didn't like that he did it in the first place because I thought you should at least wait till Wednesday or Thursday, until Cam is officially ruled out. But I do understand that he didn't want those questions to loom over the team for the next, 2 or 3 days. So it is what it is. Like I said, I don't think he has a Lisfranc injury. I think he just has a mid-foot sprain. But that's my take on it. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share some cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Roman.com and Twitter and wherever else. And guys, get in the comment section, man. What do you think about the Reid brothers beef? Do you like it, dislike it? How do you think Kyle Allen will do? Give me a prediction. Was it 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, 0 touchdowns, whatever? You know what I'm saying? How many picks? Put that in the comment section below. And do you think Cam Newton has a Lisfranc injury? Or do you think it's just a mild foot sprain? Put that in the comment section also. Check out the Spreadshirt account and the Patreon page. Both those links are in the description below. Check out the NFL affiliate link. You already know, copy Carolina Panther gear. Because London's coming up. And you got to be representing when you're in London. So definitely check out that link in the description. Check out my dog Renan Steen's channel. Very funny dude, very talented. We also have a podcast together that I think we can talk about some real topics that you guys would really like. Definitely the video will be in the end screen at the end of this video. So definitely check that out. Share this with all Panther fans, anybody Panther related, anybody football related. Let them know LCameraTV is rocking with Panther Nation, and Panther Nation rocking with LCameraTV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for showing love. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.